Lynn, and you're with me for another edition of Coffee Talk, number 560. It is Friday, the 13th of February, 2026, right at 7 p.m. And we've got a good set of topics lined up tonight. Compliments of Uncle Al, Thy Bullfrog 79. Just got through watching a nice rant video of Uncle Al's, a little over 11 minutes. He was complaining about Florida. He gave me a mention, not necessarily a good one. He said I like to tease Gary about his chickens. And, well, that's a private thing between me and Gary, but anyway. So it's been a long week, and the weekend's coming up. Had a CT scan on Wednesday, 4 p.m. And I'll be going in over spring break in a couple of weeks to have some more work done, tests and such. I don't have any kidney stones. I don't have any gallstones, so that's good. Holly Ivans, how are you doing, young lady? KP Heathen and Uncle Al, welcome. How's your husband, Holly? I have prayed for him when I remember to. I am sorry, my mind isn't what it used to be. It has been a long week. Nunez, how you doing? Nunez Racing. Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming. And Peter, how's it going? Oh, man. You doing well, Mr. Whistle? The 19th, I think, is Thursday. I will pray for your husband. Oh, I tell you what, Uncle Al was on a rant. He was complaining about Florida, and he had some good points there. The weather, hurricanes, rain, one main, one main highway, in and out, pythons, wild hogs, all sorts of stuff. I am drinking caffeino. This is me spoiling myself. I'm having a 3-in-1 coffee. Really don't need the sugar. Mocha coffee latte. 3-in-1 instant coffee. The real coffee. Really, really good coffee. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, bugs, everything. That sounds delicious. Good stuff. I'm enjoying it. 9 in the house. 6 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. We are 5 minutes into the live stream. Well, I'm always being told do a mail call, so here's a mail call from Amazon. My Haas, H-A-U-S, pocket knife. Good knife. This is a small one, electronics. I got some adapters that I ordered. This is different packaging. Let's see. Oh, here we go. USB, USB-A, or USB-C. Your traditional USB, female, USB-C adapter, and adapter. 3-pack. I paid a little less than $5 for this. It will go in my electronics kit. You never know when you need an adapter. Hillbilly Josh, how's it going? Hillbilly's over 2,000 now. His channel is probably going to be bigger than mine before you know it. Miss Anne Marie, how's it going? Yoda, my friend Dave, how's it going? I would ask everybody to be in prayer for Dave. He's still having some health issues. And Marie the Angel. Susanna Morrison, the proud single mother, beautiful young lady from the Philippines, got a beautiful young daughter. Thank you for stopping by, Susanna. Yes, remind everybody how late it is in England. I was over this afternoon for a little while. 50,952. Well, I think I'm somewhere around 2,250 or 65, maybe? I don't know. I'm somewhere around there. I'm catching up to you, Dave. You never know. You want to be looking over your shoulder. Not really. But I have fun teasing him. He's blessed. His channel is really blown up. 11 in the house and 10 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated, everybody. Gary, how's it going, sir? Uncle Al mentioned on a video, I think it was one he had done today, maybe. Might have been one from a couple of days ago. I'm behind, but I was right before I came in here. I saw he had done one, and I watched it. A little over 11 minutes long. He had to mention that I'm always teasing Gary about his chickens, about chickens. It's just a little private thing. At Christmas, they had turkey, and Gary was complaining about how much he paid for a small turkey at Christmas. And ever since then, I've been messing with him about that 8-pound, and I was saying, 8 pounds, so that's a chicken, that's not a turkey. And it's a large chicken. Actually, not actually that large of a chicken. It's a chicken. I've been teasing him. I don't know. They give us their share of immigrants. I don't know if they're going to take them. 12 watching and 13 likes. Well, thank you. And I am drinking Caffeino. 3-in-1 coffee. Good stuff. Coffee latte. The real coffee. Unfortunately, it's got sugar in it, and I really shouldn't be doing the sugar, but I'm spoiling myself. £8 turkey. That's a little bitty. Yeah, it's a little bitty. That's a juvenile turkey. They paid more for their 8-pound turkey than we paid. Esmeralda had a 23-pound turkey. And from what he said he paid, it was more expensive than that 23-pounder we had. They say everything is bigger in Texas. Well, everything's more expensive in England. The UK. Overstuffed roaster, yeah. Not wanting to be chicken woohoo. Yeah. Anne Marie and Gary make a cute couple. They really do. They are a cute couple. Blessed to have them as friends. I tell you what, I enjoy watching them make their puzzles. My Aunt Lily, I used to go over and watch my Aunt Lily make puzzles. May she rest in peace. She loved to make these 1,000-piece puzzles. One time I wanted to be a S-starter with her, and I gave her a 2,000-piece puzzle. Oh, man, she really... I'm told I take after my grandfather, who I never met. He passed away before I was born. But my uncle, may he rest in peace, my aunt's husband, he's my uncle, but he wasn't my blood uncle, but he always referred to his father-in-law, my grandfather, as an S-starter. He would... He said he'd like to get an argument going amongst the kids, and then he'd say, it's time for me to go. Oh, may they all rest in peace, because they're all gone now. They would all be past 100 if they were still alive. They'd all be past 100. But I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun. And I'm blessed with lots of friends. I just wish we lived closer together so that I could actually visit with them in person. Yes, I know. You have worked some really difficult puzzles. You know, you've worked some really difficult puzzles, and I know they can be a pain in the butt. I also like the games that y'all play. I like the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know about the other stuff, but I do like the Wheel of Fortune when you do the Wheel of Fortune. Every once in a while, I get some letters or some words right. I'm more of a passive participant. One of these days, Dave, I will be coming back to Georgia to visit some family, and when I do, I'll make sure I visit you. Let's say one of the great Gun Range Weekly. I haven't been to a gun range in a while. I used to. I used to have a membership, and used to go 2 or 3 times a week. But no, I hadn't. I hadn't been. It's been a while since I've been. Actually, my wife, 4'9" that she is a better shot with a Glock than I am. Scary woman, black belt in karate. She got it right before her surgery. Got it right before her last surgery, and she'd been working on it for a long time. She'd get real close, and then something would happen. She'd have to have a surgery, and then it'd be 6 months before she'd go back to it, and then it's like rebuilding. But that sounds good, Guns Range Weekly. That sounds good. It does. So we got some really good topics this evening. We're 17 minutes into the live stream. These topics are compliments of Alan, Uncle Al, Thy Bullfrog 79. I love, he gets on a rant about stuff, and I really enjoy when Uncle Al gets ranting. He gets ranting about some of these YouTube prepper types. He gets going. I really really enjoy it. Makes me laugh. Enrique Trevino, Unkael, putting an appearance. Thank you for stopping by. 15 likes, 9 in the house. So we'll start out with a sad topic. So we got sad topic for Texas state politician. Okay, sad topic for Texas state politician David Woo, W-O-O, the transplant Democrat in Texas seat, wants useful idiots and minorities to go against Jews, whites, Asians, wrong kind of black people, wrong kind of Hispanic people, elderly, children, and disabled. A purge to save Texas for the socialists. What's tonight's topic? Well, that's number one, Enrique. Number one. Bad topic. Canada media cover up of a mass shooting by a transgender person at a school, K to 12. 26 wounded children and 12 dead. This person was sponsored by Canada Sex Change Program, went nuts and started shooting the school. The Prime Minister wants more money for gun control. Now, adding something onto what Uncle Al, because I read an article about that. Apparently, he killed his parent, or she killed, or it killed, the individual killed their parent, and another individual at the home acquired the weapon and then went on the rampage. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, yeah. A guy by the name of Wu. Well, you get these social types, these communists, and they could be any race, creed, color, whatever you want to call them. And they're ideologues. They were groomed, or they just had a bad upbringing, and they basically were brought over to the dark side, and they just believe in all sorts of crazy stuff. As I'm drinking my 3-in-1 coffee. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Well, I love Uncle Al's videos. He makes me laugh constantly. I love his rants. And sometimes he's getting on to me, you know. He gets on to certain people. Sometimes he gets on to me about stuff. And sometimes I have it coming, and sometimes I feel like he's just picking on me. Sometimes I feel like he's just picking on me. But he's very supportive. He's a very good man. And he has, a good heart. He has a ministry with his church. He's in a leadership position. He's an elder in his church, and I guess on his church board. And I've been there. I've done that. I was a lot more active in my church back in the days. Transplant Democrat from Delaware, yes. And I'm sure he showed up in Houston, which is basically the bluest city in Texas. Said topic, DHS is changing tactics, withdrawing ICE and Border Patrol agents and replacing them with FBI and IRS agents. They're going after the criminals who plan and execute their plans to overthrow the government. Nonprofits, teachers, and activists. See the movie One Battle After Another on HBO. Yeah, that is a sad topic. You've got people in the education system that are so far to the left. They're really doing harm to our children. They are doing harm to our children. 10 in the house, 15 likes. Said topic number 4. New Jersey Governor Chilling joins the rebellion against the U.S., denies federal agents on state property. In return, Trump administration cuts off funding and sending FBI and DOJ to investigate. Yeah. Well, they're saying there's going to be a partial shutdown because they funded most of the government, but they haven't funded Homeland Security, Border Patrol, that stuff, and that's liable to shut down. If there's a shutdown, that's the part that they haven't funded. They didn't get the funding passed. They only had like a 2-week extension, and that's what's liable to be affected. Woke socialist plan on New York City is backfiring. They're above their heads in garbage, plus they're trash in the street. Yep, that's true, Enrique. Their chickens are coming home. Sorry, Gary, to mention chickens again. Their chickens are coming home to roost. Yep. Yep. Number 5, sad and unhappy topic. Summer of Madness starts in April and lasts until September. Riots, looting, violence, blackouts, shootings, shortages, wildfires, and disease. Already alerts to boil water and stockpile food and supplies for 6 months. It's going to be hell, especially where the socialists are in control. The big blue cities are going to be hell. They're already hell, but it's going to be worse this summer. It really is. Snow and feces. Yeah, they're up to their ass and shit. Excuse my language. Excuse my language, but really, it's bad and it smells bad. It's bad. Oh. Take care, Holly. God bless. And God bless your husband. Yeah, they can blame Trump for whatever the hell they want. Doesn't make it his fault. Socialists have no chickens. All property belongs to the state. The socialist state's chickens are coming home to roost. And they'll have to eat those chickens soon. Well, that's true. That's true. The price of eggs keeps coming down. Actually, there was a real good report today. The employment is up. The inflation is way down. And they got a really good report. Just making the Democrats cry. It's making the Democrats cry. I mean, as things improve and makes Trump look good, makes the Republicans look good, the Democrats are just in tears over it. Truly. They are in tears. And the Democrats being in tears just breaks my heart. So all these topics have been discussed, covered by CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, Sky News, social media. Topic 6, reported by independent media. CNN may be removed or deleted. CNN has bad ratings. Parent company Time Warner is selling. Under threat from the FCC for promoting propaganda. Washington Post and CBS News got the Riot Act. The news. Washington Post and CBS News got the Riot Act and cleaned house. Yeah. Jeff Bezos fired about a third of the employees of the Washington Post. They cleaned out about a third of them. The worst of the worst they cleaned out. CBS, they got a fairly intelligent lady running the place now, and she's been cleaning house. That leaves NBC and ABC. They'll be next. They really need to give these news outlets an enema. I mean, they're clogged up, and they need a good enema to get rid of all the crap. Truthfully. Now for a happy topic. It's spring and Uncle Al is doing a pocket dump on his students. Pocket dump, not dump. Pocket dump. Don't be a cousin Dumas. Empty pockets, except for a smartphone, wallet, and car keys. This batch of students failed. Remember the basics, the basic three. Taught by SCRE and Pararescue. 3 items: a cutting tool, a fire-making device, and a snack. I always carry matches, a pocket knife. I carry bottled water, and I carry snacks. I usually have a couple Cliff Bars. I like Cliff Bars. You can get all different flavors. I usually have a couple Cliff Bars. Yep. Paper clip, stick of gum, and Swiss Army knife. Well, a Swiss Army knife is good. It's like a little multi-tool. They're neat. I have one somewhere. Well, actually, I have one in my carry bag. But I normally carry a pocket knife. And I keep different items that you can use and you need in my carry bag where I carry my school stuff. There's a difference between life or death. Uncle Alan pounds this in his students. Your survival depends on what you carry in your pockets. Not kits, not bags, not garbage, not your garage, not your car or trucks. You can lose all of them in a heartbeat. Remember, survival means what you carry now. This is like in my pocket. I always carry a highlighter, a red pen, and a black ink pen. And normally my black ink pen is not this, but this is what I had on me today. Victoria Federal Credit Union. It's a little freebie they had given me. I normally carry these little Bics. I carry the cheap things. I like the cheap pens. Frozen? No, that's just me. I wasn't saying anything. Good enough for MacGyver. Good enough for me. MacGyver and a stick of gum. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I drank a cup of 3-in-1 coffee. This is mocha coffee latte. The real coffee with caffeine. Instant coffee. Good stuff. I really enjoyed it. Me spoiling myself. Normally I'll drink like Nescafe. You know, like I'll drink stick coffee. I'll drink Nescafe. I'll put 2 or 3 of the little Carnation instant creamers, the originals. I don't use sugar. If I do something, it's the green stuff. I'll use the green, you know, artificial stuff. It's not supposed to cause cancer. Ugh. But you know, it is what it is. That's how things go. Um, so right now I'm at 2264. 60 new friends in the last 28 days. About 1,000 views a day. I haven't been putting out a lot of material. I really haven't. I uploaded a couple of new thumbnails today. My post has a new thumbnail. I also took a thumbnail, apocalyptic thumbnail with me in it, and I put it to the Tina Turner music from the Road Warrior. And just a 15-second still. It's a nice one. You need to look at it. Leave a like, please. I think you'll like it. White girl magic. Race and IQ question. Which genders genes are more significant to the IQ of offspring? Which race scores lowest on IQ, SATs, or ACTs? Like, which parent does it say plays the greater role in passing on IQ genes to offspring? Now, that one I don't know. That one I don't know. I couldn't tell you that one. What's the answer to that one? I can tell you as far as the score wise, who does the lowest scores. I can tell you that one. I'm not going to, but I could tell you that one. Let's say I want to breed smarter doggies, cats, horses, or mice. Which parent's genes are more significant to smarter animals? 50-50? Yeah, that's probably the case. Solar flares interrupting. Let me check out this person. 71 subscribers, 51 videos. Shorts. You like to put up shorts. Huh. Apes have IQ. What are your thoughts, Uncle Al? Yeah. All right. I had enough of that. Sorry about that, guys. I just put her in timeout for 24 hours. You don't have to tell me twice, Uncle Al. I'm not the bad guy in this little rant of hers. I did go look at her channel. She's got a lot of crazy stuff on it. Well, I tell you guys, I am tired. It's been a long day. I appreciate everybody coming in. And I will plan on being back tomorrow for another episode of Coffee Talk. I appreciate Uncle Al for his topics. And it's just been a long day and I'm tired. I did go to the doctor. I had a CAT scan Wednesday. It was relatively harmless. It didn't take me long to do it. I found out some of my results. I've got to go back, and a couple of weeks I'm going to go to the doctor. I have pinched nerve in my back, which they tell me don't lift heavy stuff. Try to walk, get my exercise. So I'm probably going to be joining a Healthplex or athletic club, whatever you want to call it. Start doing some walking on a treadmill and probably bicycle. I don't want to really need to stretch. That'll help me. I may have to have some laparoscopic surgery this summer when I'm off for a couple of months. We'll talk more about that. Anyway, they call them a Turkin. There's a breed that looks like a cross between a chicken and a turkey. They call them Turkins. I had some. Ugly, but they produce really good eggs. Really good eggs, but ugly suckers. Ugly as sin. Very, you don't mess with them. They're tough chickens. Vampire chickens, that's right. Yep. Anyway, so I will appreciate y'all coming in tonight. I'm going to cut it about 15 minutes short. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Make sure you do something nice for your special lady or special man. And hopefully, the Lord willing, we'll be back again tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been a long day. Bye-bye.